Good morning, Dr. Shafi.
Yes, welcome.
Morning, how are
Morning.
you?
I'm fine, fine. Just hang on a minute, huh?
Sure, no problem. I'll let the other speaker go first for 5-10
Yeah, okay. I'm
minutes. Yeah.
waiting for her as well.
Okay, sure.
She asked for the link. I already gave her the link.
Okay, yeah, I saw.
Yeah, so if she doesn't come within the first 10 or so, then I'll have to tell her sorry lah. Okay, because how long do you need, Serena?
About 45-50 minutes should be okay.
Okay, all right. So I told her to come in the first 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll wait
Yeah, I'm
for her
waiting.
then.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Hi, Dr. Shafi. Hi, we are here.
Hi,
From Isaac.
Dr. Shafi. We are here.
Oh, you are the one send me the email, is it?
It's Jingsu, our colleague.
Yeah, our teammate.
Oh, okay. So you want to talk about what you said in the email, right?
Yeah,
correct.
correct. We are
Okay.
here.
Okay, so I'll let you go first.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you present the screen?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Can you enable the screen share?
Okay. Wait,
Yeah, thank you so much.
Screen sharing. Oh, but you're a presenter, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, your name is what? Shera?
Sinyi.
Sinyi.
Sinyi will be presenting.
Sorry? Who?
Sinyi. Yeah. Sinyi. Yeah, correct.
Shinyi. Wait, let me see you. What do you know? Okay. So I'll make you presenter. Okay, I make you a presenter.
Okay. All right. Wait. Sharing my screen now. Okay, you guys can see, right?
All right. Yeah, I believe everyone can see because I can see. All right. So yeah, good morning, doctor and students. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to us to have a quick presentation on our virtual volunteer program. Yeah, so my name is Shira, and here with me is Sinyi, and we are from Isaac University. Did you know that according to United Nations, global economic growth was slowing down by 1.5% GDP per capita growth in 2019? As we all know that, unfortunately, the world is facing worse economic recessions due to COVID-19. Yeah, and hence an equivalent of 400 million job losses in the only second quarter of 2020. For about 1.6 billion of workers in the informal economy are facing a risk of losing their livelihood. So here's the questions. Do you want to change that? Do you want to be part of the change? Our partners are inviting you, Taylor's University students, to join their projects. Now you might be wondering how I can be part of the change, how I can contribute. And now I'll pass the floor to Sinyi to tell you more.
Yeah, so thank you, Sira. So I will be talking about our new initiative is called Virtual Volunteer because recently we have this virtual volunteer for the youth to continue making impact to the society from your own safety home. So yeah, I'd like to introduce you our project called Transforming Youth Beyond Skills is to help the at-risk youth and let them be economically independent. So here are some of the information about our project. This is under SDG 8, which stands for Decent Work and Economic Growth. And here are some of the job description, which are workshop facilitators assessment, assessment coordinator, briefer, facilitators, and lastly, impact documenter. And you can just work remotely in your own designated area. It's very convenient because you just need a laptop and it's virtual. And lastly, the fees is only 100 ringgit. And right now we are having early bird promotion. So you just have to pay for 50 ringgit. And if you're interested, do be quick because it's only for limited slots. When is it happening? It's happening on the 3rd of October to 30th of October. and it's only 4 weeks. So apart from the SDG 8 project that I've mentioned earlier, we do have other SDGs, which is SDG 3, good health and well-being, and SDG 4, quality education. So you must be wondering, why should you join, right? So virtual volunteer is your opportunity to support the at-risk vocational youth to create income and reduce poverty. Especially during this pandemic, the poverty is getting more severe. So your contribution is very impactful. And you can also develop your soft skills and communication skills and other skills like leadership that you want to achieve throughout this journey. And also to enhance your resume, because it does help you for your job application in the future. So here are some of the platforms that you can follow to get more information about our virtual volunteering program. For our Facebook page, and quickly go get your phone and scan the QR code on the screen. I will give you guys 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you didn't manage to scan, it's okay. You can just get the link in the chat box. And another platform will be our Instagram page is Ecg in Malaysia LVV. You can also follow to get more information about our volunteering program. And I will also give you 5 seconds to scan the QR code. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and here is also our last platform, which is also our latest platform, which is the Telegram broadcasting group. You can also follow to get the latest opportunities, especially what is happening in Ecg in Taylor's University. And our last countdown for this QR code will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and yeah, if you are interested to find out more about our virtual volunteering programs that we provide, you can just feel free to scan this QR code or get the link in the chat box, and we, Ecg, will approach you with more of the details. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for us? Feel free to type it out or just unmute yourself. Okay, meanwhile, while waiting, I will pull out a frequently asked question, which is about the working hours. The working hours is 10 to 15 hours per week. Okay, it's okay if you guys don't have any question at the moment, because you can just take a screenshot of this and you can approach any of us here in any of these platforms. Okay. All right. Yeah, and thank you so much, students and Dr. Shafi, for this opportunity. And I hope you guys enjoy this presentation and have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. Okay, so now I would like to welcome Serena Wu from CPA Australia. Okay, so as you know, or in our class, I've been talking about CPA Australia all the time, because we're using a lot of their teaching materials. So now we actually get to meet someone from CPA Australia. So if you have any questions, keep it at the end. Okay, she has taken time to come and meet you guys today and to talk to you about CPA Australia, which is one of the professional accounting bodies in Malaysia, but it is headquartered in Melbourne, Australia. So without any further ado, I will now hand over to Serena Wu. Do I have to make you a presenter, Serena?
Yes, Dr. Shafi, I can't share my slides at the moment.
Okay. I make you a presenter.
Thank you. Okay, yes, now can. Let me just share my slides. Okay, so I hope everyone can see the slides here. And thank you so much, Dr. Shafi, for the warm introduction. A very good morning to everyone. on this rainy, cold Monday morning. I hope everyone is doing well. And as Dr. Shafi introduced earlier, my name is Serena. I'm the Business Development Manager from CPA Australia. So today I'm here to share with you some information on the CPA program, as well as the Deloitte Audit Business Challenge competition. Now, Deloitte representatives would have loved to be here today in this session, but unfortunately the timing didn't coincide with their availability. So they do send their apologies, and instead I will share their slides on their behalf after my CPA program sharing. So feel free to ask questions at the end of the webinar. Okay, so without further ado, let me just briefly introduce CPA Australia. To date, we have more than 168,000 members living and working across 100 countries globally. Now, out of this membership, more than 25,000 of them hold senior leadership positions. So when we say senior leadership positions, we mean those in the C-suite level, like your CEOs, CFOs, COOs, and partners from accounting firms. Now, the dot points that you see here on the map, they indicate the CPA Australia branch office locations. So you can see we have quite a number of office locations in various countries globally. And to date, we work very closely with more than 400 recognized employer partners globally as well. And Deloitte Malaysia is one of CPA Australia's recognized employer partners. So this year, CPA Australia celebrates its 135th year anniversary. In Malaysia, we celebrate our 65 years of presence in this country. So just a year older than the country itself. And here we have Jimmy Lai. So Jimmy is actually a partner in Deloitte Malaysia. He is also our divisional council president of Malaysia. And he says throughout our history, CPA Australia has been a dynamic institution, adapting and evolving to serve members who are at the heart of everything we do. So next, let's talk about the emerging role of accountants. So I guess many of you would be aware that accountants are no longer just number crunchers anymore. In fact, many of them are involved together with senior management in making many important business decisions. And this is because accountants are seen as business advisors, since they are one of the most trusted business professionals. And aside from this, accountants also are capable of taking a holistic or overall view of the business. So the CPA program, what it aims to do is to develop members who are not just technically skilled, but you're also someone who is a strategic leader, who is good in management, in business, and having a global business view as well. You're someone who is aware of the social impacts of accounting, adaptable to change, and able to communicate and collaborate effectively. So here again is Jimmy Lai, and this is a screenshot taken from the Edge. So Jimmy says that in today's global business environment, accountants are expected to be all-round business advisors, adept in leadership, management, strategy, and critical thinking. So he credits the CPA program with helping to elevate his career to a new level. So now it all begins with an online application. As Dr. Shafi shared earlier, our headquarters is in Melbourne. So this is where a dedicated assessment team sits, and they will then look at the supporting documents that you have attached in your online application to determine what sort of exemptions you may be eligible for. Now, overall, CPA Australia has two levels. One is a foundation level consisting of 6 subjects, and the other is the CPA program consisting also of 6 subjects. So once you have completed the 6 CPA program subjects along with your 3 years of relevant working experience and together with your degree qualification, you can then advance to a full status CPA Australia membership. So now, this next slide here, I want to share with you a fast track pathway for Taylor's University students. Basically, those who are in or currently doing the Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Finance. So what happens is that CPA Australia has already accredited this degree, as well as Taylor's new FinTech degree as well. So when we have accredited it, what it means is that if you have done or completed the required degree subjects that you see here on the slide for the Accounting and Finance degree, then this will enable you to then proceed directly to the CPA program level by obtaining a full exemption from the foundation level of 6 subjects. What this also means is that if you manage to complete all these subjects that you see here, or rather the required degree subjects, earlier in your degree studies, for example, maybe year 2, semester 2, or year 3, semester 1, you can then subsequently apply to CPA Australia to start on the CPA program earlier before you graduate. So you need not necessarily wait until you graduate to start on the CPA program, but you can if you want to. However, if you wish to start it earlier, then you do need to ensure that you must complete all the required degree subjects first in your degree studies. Now, not to worry, you don't have to memorize all these subjects listed here. I will show you where you can search for this information on our website. So basically, you go to the CPA Australia website, cpaaustralia.com.au. In the search box at the top of the website, type accredited course search. So once you type that, the results will come out. The first result that you see, which is titled Your Degree, CPA Australia. So click on this link. It will bring you to this page. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you can see which degrees are recognized. So there is a link here called Accredited Course Search. Once you click on this link, it will bring you to the search itself. So in this search, input Malaysia as the country and your commencement year, which means the year which you started on your degree. Higher education provider, type Taylor's University. So once you have input the first 3 fields, you can just click next and it will bring you to the required degree subjects that I showed you earlier. Okay, so I hope this helps you in finding out what are the required degree subjects that you need to complete. So since this degree has already been accredited by CPA Australia, so I will skip this foundation level as it may not, most likely will not be relevant to you. But if you wish to know more about this level, you can always reach out to me to find out more. So I will then proceed directly to the CPA program level itself. So the CPA program has a total of 6 subjects, and the ones with the yellow font that you see here at the top, the 4 subjects that you see here, these are known as the core subjects. Basically, what that means is that when you come to this level, you don't have a choice to pick and choose whether you want to do these core subjects or not, but it is compulsory for you to complete them. And then once you have completed audit and taxation in your degree, then you do have the choice to choose any 2 elective subjects to complete your 6 CPA program subjects. Now, you can do them in any order that you like. In fact, you can even start off with an elective and not necessarily start off with ethics and governance. Although most of our members do start off with ethics and governance as their first subject. So I would like to bring your attention to a new elective that we have effective June this year, which is called Digital Finance. So as many of you would be aware, emerging technologies and fintech, these are being widely adopted in many companies currently. And so when you graduate, in fact, this will be very, very much in usage already. And so it might be good for you, if you're interested in this particular area, to take up digital finance as one of your electives, because this particular subject will go very much in depth into emerging technologies and fintech. The other subject is contemporary business issues that will also touch on this area. However, not as in-depth as digital finance, because contemporary business issues will also have a lot of business scenarios, business problems that will be part of the curriculum as well. Now, for the CPA program, there are generally 2 intakes every year, 2 semesters. So semester 1 enrollments will take place in November the year before, up until January, with your exams taking place in April, May. Semester 2, the intake will start around early June, right up until end of July, and your exams will take place in September, October. So these are the 2 semester intake timelines every year. So the semester dates will be made available on our website closer to the month of the semester intake. And if you go to our website and search in the search box, important dates and fees, it will then bring you to the semester dates itself. Okay, so now all the exams for the CPA program are computer-based testing, and they consist of a mixture of multiple choice questions as well as subjective questions. The exams are open book format, and you may be thinking, well, open book, that means the exam is easy, right? Some of you may have that thought in your mind. However, the purpose of open book here does not mean the exams are easy. It is basically because the CPA program is benchmarked at a postgraduate level, meaning similar level as a master's program. So therefore, at this level, we don't expect you to memorize every single thing that you've read, but rather it is more about the application of knowledge learned into the exam questions. Hence, the open book here is mainly for quick reference. So you can bring in your textbooks and study notes during the exam period, but only for quick reference. As you can see, the time duration to complete your exams is not a lot of time. It's basically 3 hours to attempt 100 questions, 15 minutes to read through the 100 questions and understand it before you attempt the questions. So you will be given a 6-year time frame to complete the 6 CPA program subjects, as well as your 3 years of relevant working experience. And this 6-year time frame will start from the day that you become an associate member. You can take up to a maximum of 3 subjects per semester. However, this is only if you are doing it full time. If you plan to work and study at the same time, it is not recommended that you take 3 subjects, but rather between 1 or maybe 2 subjects per semester. And this is because for the CPA program, we recommend you to spend about 10 to 15 hours of study per subject per week. So if you're taking 3 subjects, you're looking at between 30 to 45 hours of study per week. And that can be very challenging if you are busy with work. Okay, so only take 3 subjects if you're planning to study it full time. All right, so moving on to the study options for the CPA program. Now, it is very flexible for you to complete the CPA program because you can choose whether you want to do it 100% distance learning. This is doing it self-study, or you can take it via full-time tuition or even part-time tuition if you are a working adult. Alternatively, you can also mix and match, meaning certain subjects you take it as self-study and certain subjects with tuition studies. And lastly, we have a combined postgraduate degree option. So basically, this means a master's program embedded together with the CPA program. So it's a two-in-one. And there are selected universities in Australia, Hong Kong, and China that offer this option. So if you are keen for this option, do reach out to me. There is a link on our website that will show you the list of universities that you can get in touch with to inquire further about their schedule and fees as well. So many of them do offer online studies in line with the COVID pandemic currently. Okay, next let's talk about the resources for the CPA program. So once you enroll for a CPA program subject, you will be sent a hard copy textbook from Australia to your preferred mailing address. But once you have enrolled and are waiting for this to arrive, you can, in the meantime, log into your CPA account and access all the other resources there, which includes an e-book version, which is exactly the same as the hard copy textbook. So it's just that you can start studying from the e-book version first while waiting for the hard copy to arrive, and also access other resources such as business simulation videos, mock exams, study notes, webinars, quizzes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I understand that many of us, we have always been studying from textbooks, even from school days, right? And that can be a bit dry and boring at certain times. And some of you may also find it a bit hard to just study from textbooks. Maybe you might not get the full picture or understand it clearly. So what CPA Australia has done is to include what we call interactive resources. So basically, these are resources that you can watch, that you can try out and learn from there. Because some people learn better by experiencing things, right? So we have included these interactive resources to make learning a little bit more interesting and fun. So let me just show you some short videos that provides you with an example of a case study as well as the business simulation.
Real-life case studies support the subject modules by giving you the opportunity to apply your knowledge. The Deepwater Horizon case study will assist your learning in ethics and governance by examining issues such as board and management accountability in the context of the oil spill disaster. The case study is interactive and easy to navigate and uses enriched resources such as videos, newspaper articles, and knowledge checks to help you apply your learning and develop a deeper understanding of the subject matter. We know that when you're learning something new, being able to practice and apply the theory is a great way to enrich your understanding and build your confidence in the subject matter. When you study ethics and governance, for example, you'll have access to a range of interactive learning resources, including this business simulation. The simulation will challenge your decision-making based on the fictitious district hotel group and enable you to gain insights into how well you're applying content from the study guide. In this simulation, you will play the role of a junior accountant who is responsible for analysing and reporting on the launch of new hotels within the group. You should draw on the content learnt from your study guide, make the choices, see the impact, and learn from your results to see how well you understand the knowledge.
Okay, so basically business simulation is like a game that you play online. It gives you a fictional scenario and gives you a fictional role, and then it will ask you questions regarding the situation, the fictional scenario. So as you answer the questions and go along, you can then see at the end what the outcome is based on your answers. Now, if you don't like the outcome, you can always go back and try it again with different answers and see what the outcome is based on your new answers. So this is just one of the fun ways of learning for the CPA program. And in terms of interactive learning tasks for financial reporting, now this basically means that if you study from the ebook version, there are links in the ebook version which will direct you to further reading resources, or there may be an animated character that you can click on that will pop up on screen to show you how to calculate the technical question or problem. So with all these resources, it might be a bit confusing as to which one you should look at first, right? So not to worry, CP Australia provides you with something called guided learning. So basically in this guided learning, it will tell you which resources to access at which stage of your learning journey. So if you follow this guided learning, you should then be able to complete your studies for the subject in a structured manner. Okay, so next let's look at the relevant working experience of 3 years, which needs to be completed within the 6-year time frame. So CP Australia not only provides you with technical skills and the relevant soft skills in the program, but we also require you to demonstrate these skills as part of your 3 years relevant working experience. Now, if you happen to work with any of the CP Australia recognized employer partners, you will then enjoy a simpler way of getting your relevant working experience recognized. However, for CP Australia, we do not look at the companies that you join, but rather the relevance of your working experience. So if you manage to fulfill or demonstrate technical, personal effectiveness, business and leadership skills in your role, then this would be considered a relevant working experience. Okay, so next let me just share with you some member testimonials. This is Fatima Miss, and she is a financial controller with Telecom Malaysia. So she says that the CPA program has allowed her to develop the skills to become a high-level leader. She says that the CPA program covers leadership skills to enable you to make important business decisions, better manage teams, and help define business strategy. And next we have Surin. So Surin is the Senior Executive Vice President, Group Head of Tax from Maybank, and also the Chief Financial Officer of Maybank Foundation. So Surin says that one of the key attributes necessary to survive in the corporate world is to stay ahead of the curve. And that means always equipping yourself with current and future knowledge and tools. He says that attaining his CPA designation and utilizing the ongoing benefits of CPA membership have kept him at the top of his profession. So next, let me just share with you a short video. This is Hui Jing. So she is an associate member currently pursuing her CPA program, and she works in Maybank.
I've completed 3 CPA program subjects so far. As a candidate with English as my second language, I'll describe my experience with the CPA program as a smooth journey so far, as I'm thankful for the ample resources that have been provided to help me throughout my CPA program. The tools and resources that I've used to prepare for my exams are mainly the study guide and my online learning. I'm especially grateful for the weekly webinars that really help me to keep on top of my studies weekly. I recommend for future candidates to be well aware of the ample resources that are available, such as my online learning, Ask the Expert forum, that will be a great help to you completing your exam.
So next we have Nurul. So Nurul is what is known as a high achiever. Basically, high achievers are those that have scored high distinction for their CPA program exams. So she says that she chose the CPA program because it is flexible and convenient. All you need is a computer with internet access and you're good to go. She also appreciates the extensive resources that is made available to her for her studies. So in order to apply for the CPA program, you would need to visit the CPA Australia website and click on Become a CPA. Create an account if you don't have one. And if you do, you can just sign in. So how to know if you have a CPA account? Basically, if you have received emails from CPA Australia with a customer ID number at the top of your email. So this is what the online application looks like, just to give you a snapshot preview. And in the document section is where you upload your supporting documents. So what are the supporting documents that we need? Well, basically, we do need your degree results. If you have completed all the required degree subjects, then upload your results online. For degree certificate, if you don't have it yet, that's okay. You can always upload this later on when you have received it. And then along with 2 identification documents and any other relevant academic or professional accounting qualification that you may have, both certs and results or transcripts. Okay, next, just to give you a snapshot of the fees involved. So normally when you apply as a new applicant, there will be a one-time application fee of 530. However, this fee can be waived with a promo code, and I will show you how to get this later on. But however, maybe because you're currently in year 2 SEM 2, unless you have completed all the required degree subjects that I mentioned earlier, maybe you might need to wait until perhaps you've gone through year 3 SEM 1 in order to then apply. So if you gain full exemption from the foundation level and is eligible to enter the CPA program level, then you would only just look at the associate membership fee, half year or full year rate, depending on when you activate your membership. And every semester intake, there is an early bird period. So if you enroll during this early bird period, your enrollment fees will be lower compared to the standard enrollment fee. In case you do need to take foundation, although I would say it's pretty rare, but if you do need to take foundation, then you would only just look at the foundation subject enrollment fee. So all enrollment fees here are inclusive of all the study materials that I shared earlier for the CPA program. Yeah. So for foundation level, there is no hard copy textbook, but only the online study resources. Okay, so just to add that CPA Australia does not charge any exemption fees, and all fees that you see here are net fees, and of course subject to change without prior notice, and are applicable to those with a residential address in Malaysia. Okay, so just to summarize, the CPA program is globally recognized since we've been around for 135 years. It's benchmarked as a postgraduate qualification, similar level to a master's program. And if you have heard of ISO certification, the CPA program is ISO certified. So it goes through very stringent checking before it is published. You do have the flexibility to study anytime, anywhere, especially if you are doing it as a distance learning or self-study mode. Aside from that, you will have access to the comprehensive study resources that I shared earlier, as well as many other member benefits. And last but not least, the CPA program aims to develop you as an all-rounded accountant. So here is a QR code that you can scan, and this will allow you to indicate your expression of interest and also for you to ask questions. It's a simple one-page form that you can complete, and I would urge you to complete this form by today if possible, otherwise no later than this Wednesday. Okay, so not to worry, I'll post this link in the chat box later on. And here is my contact details. So again, another QR code. You will see plenty of QR codes, and I hope you have your mobile phones ready with you. So you can scan this QR code to enable you to WhatsApp me directly, or else you may also drop me an email if you wish to reach out to me. Okay, so with that, this brings me to the end of the CPA program sharing session. I will then now talk about the Deloitte Audit Business Challenge. Okay, so this competition first started in 2019, and CPA Australia was an exclusive partner with Deloitte for this competition. And I know that there were students from Taylor's who actually did participate in the competition. And if I'm not mistaken, they won a merit award as well in this competition in 2019. So last year we took a break from this competition because that was when COVID happened. But this year we are back again. And because of the COVID situation, this competition will be held online or virtually. All right, so let me just play a short video from Deloitte.
2020, a year unlike any other. A global pandemic, an economic recession, social unrest. It has tested our resolve, but it also has opened our eyes to how swiftly business can adapt, how dramatically the environment can heal, how resilient and connected we all are. This crisis is a call to action, a challenge to do more than return to normal. It's an opportunity to create a better normal, a world reimagined that acts on society's needs. In this new ideal, organizations are more flexible and empathetic, uplifting diverse voices, creating inclusive cultures, supporting mental and physical well-being, preparing others for the workforce of the future, helping them achieve their aspirations, and find their true purpose. In a better normal, business leaders will help rebuild trust in society, deliver solutions through ecosystems and alliances, connect people with technology in ways that amplify both, and engage stakeholders in shared and sustained value creation. In a reimagined world, business and government proactively nurture our planet's health, inspire change among those they influence, and set examples through their actions. Returning to the way of life that existed before COVID-19 would mark failure. This is our chance to repair and reshape the world in a way that works better for everyone. For 175 years, Deloitte has helped people, clients, and communities adapt to and embrace what's next. That journey continues with new challenges, but the same purpose: to make an impact that matters.
Okay, so this year, the theme for Deloitte Audit Business Challenge, DABC for short, is Digital Adaptation Builds Conversion. All right, so the objective of this competition is to provide experience and allow opportunities to explore real-life audit and to demonstrate the importance and prestige of the profession to help sharpen your critical as well as creative thinking skills. So this competition is open to any undergraduates currently pursuing an accounting and/or finance degree. So let me just share in terms of the competition structure. It begins on 25th September with an online multiple choice question test or exam. So this consists of 40 questions to be completed within 60 minutes. So the online test will begin between the period of 1 to 3 p.m. Depending on when you start it, you will have 60 minutes to complete it. So you can do it as a team, but however, only one person will be answering the questions. So after that, you will then move on to stage 2, which takes place on 1st of October. Okay, so there will be a shortlisting out of those who correctly replied the multiple choice questions. You will then move on to stage 2 to then create a video not more than 5 minutes in length on a topic that Deloitte will email you as well as make available on the Deloitte Facebook event page. So after this, your videos will then be viewed by a panel of judges who will then select 10 eligible teams to proceed to the final stage, which takes place on 13 November. And this is where you go through 6 game stations online with a duration of 15 to 20 minutes per game station. And subsequently, once you've finished, you can then present on your findings for this game station for duration of 10 minutes to be then presented to a panel of judges, okay, to determine the winners of the competition. So next here is the timeline of the competition. Now, registrations have already opened as of 12th July, and it will close on 19 September. So basically, you still have 6 more days left to then form a group of 3 and register for the competition. Okay, so basically you need to give your group a name and appoint a group leader. So the group leader will then register you at the Deloitte's webpage for the competition. And then moving on, 25th September is the online MCQ test, which I shared earlier. And then if you are selected or have answered correctly, you will then move on to stage 2, where you will do the YouTube videos based on the topic given by Deloitte. And on 1st of October, they will then announce the 10 teams that will be shortlisted for the finals. There will also be a workshop on 30th October for finalists. So in this workshop, we will prepare you for the final stage on 13th of November. Okay, so then 3rd December will be when the prize giving ceremony will take place. So what's in it for you, you may ask? Well, the prizes are quite attractive, as you can see here. In terms of the winner of the competition, so this is a team winner, yeah? So the team will receive 8,000 ringgit in cash, job opportunities offered by Deloitte, and this can be in the form of internship or full-time job positions. And as well as CP Australia will waive your first year of associate membership fee. And this is for all the team members in the winning group. So for first runner-up, it will be 3,000 cash prizes, again, job opportunities, and a waiver of half-year associate membership fee. Second runner-up will receive cash prize of 1,500 and job opportunities. So aside from these 3 team winners, there are also additionally 3 merit awards. Now, these merit awards can be on, for example, best teamwork or best presentation. So if you manage to win these merit awards, you will then receive 600 e-vouchers, shopping vouchers, yeah, and as well as job opportunities from Deloitte. So this merit awards is exclusively sponsored by CP Australia, but as well as all the other prizes. The first 3 prizes are co-sponsored by Deloitte and CPA, but the merit awards are exclusively sponsored by CP Australia. Okay, so how to register? Well, if you have your mobile phone with you, you can scan this QR code. It will bring you to the registration page. Alternatively, you can go to Google and type Deloitte Audit Business Challenge 2021. And you should be able to see the Deloitte page as well. And you can then go and register your team there. Okay, so please do so by or before 19 September. So this is Deloitte's Facebook and Instagram page. If you would like to reach out to them or follow them on their social media, you can always scan these QR codes to then follow them. Okay, so with that, that brings me to the end of the whole sharing session. And I would like to now open up to any questions from the audience.
Just 1 minute, Serena. I just need to remind the students to do their attendance on camps.
Sure,
Okay,
no
guys,
problem.
do your attendance on camps. The screen will close in about 8 minutes time. Okay, it's now open for Q&A. Please put your questions. I saw some questions just now in the chat area. So maybe you would like to unmute and ask Serena directly that question. Was there some question in the chat area just now? Because as I can see, the prices are very attractive. Whatever it is, you can ask your questions to Serena, because they are our partners. There are a lot of our teaching material that we're using. It's actually from CPA Australia.
Yes, so if you have any questions on the CPA program, feel free to ask. I'm here. I can try to help answer your questions. Or if you have any on the competition, do ask as well. I will try to answer your questions on the competition.
So I'm just this is actually from me, Serena. Because this is an audit competition, right? Am I right?
Yes, correct.
It's related to audit. Because here in Taylor's, they are doing audit in SEM 5.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, no worries, because the competition, I understand, there are some year 1, year 2 students who might not have done audit, but because it is a group participation, so in the group, you can actually get in a member from, say, year 3 to join your group. Then this person will then either guide you all or even answer the questions on audit related matters to help the team. Yeah, so if you think that none of your current classmates can help you, maybe reach out to someone in year 3 to join your group. Yeah, so hopefully that will then enable you to join the competition. And even if you might not know anyone from year 3 from Taylor's, it's okay. Maybe you know some other student from other universities who may want to join your group. That's also okay. So you can actually mix and match, either from different year of studies or from different universities. That's okay, as long as it's a group of 3.
Okay, good. I think some of you should take up the challenge, because last Saturday, on Saturday, just on the 11th, I brought a team to take part in the CFA competition organized by CFA Malaysia. So we sent a team there. So It was very interesting. I think this is something good for your CV lah. You know, it's not just
Yes.
bookworm, but you need to take part in competition like this. Good for your CV. So I'm encouraging you. If you're interested, you can communicate with Sirina. Have you given your contact details, Sirina?
Yes, I have.
You
Let
want to
me
share
just.
again that screen with your phone number and your whatever.
Yes. So here it is. This is my contact details in case you need to reach out to me. But in the first instance, fill up the expression of interest form, because then I will be able to come back to you on your questions. So that's the preferred mode. But if you maybe have any burning questions that you can't wait to ask, then yes, you can always reach out to me at my contact details.
So that expression of interest must be submitted before 19th of September, right?
Latest by this Wednesday, if possible. If can, then try and submit it by today. So expression of interest form is basically for them to, input their questions if they have any, or just to express their interest that they wish to do CPA program, maybe now or in the future, and then I will revert to them. So I will paste the link here in the chat box to the expression of interest form. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, so they can always fill up this form by today or Wednesday, and I will get back to them after that. Okay, no questions from anyone? If no questions, maybe Dr. Shafi, is it okay if we take a group photo?
Okay, no worries. Quickly, please, all of you, switch on camera.
Maybe you want to comb your hair first or adjust your dress first.
No, because I have to click the stop recording, otherwise it will not be recorded. I've only got 3 minutes here. So
Yeah.
okay, what I'll do, probably I'll stop the recording.
Okay, sure.